Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. So, between episodes, I was taking a little look at my subjects. Just moseying on past my subjects, looking, making sure anyone's, huh? Finland. Finland did a communism. And I mean, they really did a communism. And on top of this, they're an ethno-state now. They're doing national Bolshevism. So, that's not gonna fly. So we're gonna do something about that. I'm actually on Cultural Exclusion right now, and that means that I will be able to. I think all of the core pops in this area are European heritage, so I believe I will be able to, well, not the Yi people who immigrated here, but yeah. So that means these are going to be mostly accepted pops. So I think I'm actually going to annex Finland. It serves them right for doing a communism. This would be 10.4 in infamy. Can I do that as an overlord without... No. Okay, so if I demand annexation, this will reduce the relations. It's only going to reduce our relations with two countries, North Germany and Scandinavia, neither of which we have particularly solid relations with to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and press this button right now. There are a lot of people who could potentially get in on this, but I don't think anybody's gonna. Yep, so they are for sure going to fight. I'm going to mobilize the boys. I'm going to mobilize everyone, not because I think I need everyone in the situation, but just because I don't want to be caught off guard here. What am I talking about? I'm mobilizing everyone because I don't want to forget that I didn't have some people mobilized. That's why I'm doing it. It's not some kind of strategic, like, situation. I'm just going to forget, is the plain and simple of it. So, we'll go ahead and put the first corps on the front here. I don't know that Finland has much of an army at all. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. And other than that, we'll wait for these other armies to get back to the country. Fourth Corps can stay off in the middle of the country, but Third Corps is going to have to get involved. Second Corps is going to get involved. And Eighth Russian Army will go ahead and get involved. Ooh, South German people are migrating here from Bohemia. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we broke off some mini-states. That'll be interesting. Bohemia and Westphalia. Between the two of them, Westphalia seems like it's doing better overall. A constitutional duchy, landed voting monarchy, versus Bohemia is the same. Interesting. Investment rates for Borgu. No, thank you, Borgu. I'm going to eat you later. Religious revolts in Selangor. This doesn't concern me. Some kind of situation in Tidor doesn't concern me. Oh my goodness, Britain's in another revolution. Communist revolution. Oh my goodness. And I can't... Oh no, I can get involved. If I get involved in the Midlands, I'll get involved. But, you know, I might just leave it. I might just leave it and wait till the next time they get into a revolution and join the attackers in that. Because if I don't get involved, then this will be a much, much bigger revolution. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Meanwhile, we're building up Ireland. So what's our leverage looking like in Ireland? Leverage in Ireland is actually rock solid already. Dutch East Indies sides with Communist Great Britain. Dutch East Indies. What's going on with you? You better not be doing a communism. Oh, you're a universal suffrage presidential republic, headed up by the trade unions, who are social democrats, which are basically communists, except they don't want to nationalize the means of production. Sorry. I had a little reaction caught in my throat there. Meanwhile, Communist Hanover. This is happening. Okay, let's see if I can get there now. I've got a lot of armies I could put in place. Let's see if any of them can get there. They can't. Sadness. Well, hopefully we'll fight. We'll have another fight with the North German Federation. Yeah, well, I can't do anything about that, game. I can't do anything about that, game. You've bungled me. You've bungled me good. You've borgled me. You're stealing my burgers over here. This isn't happening in Hamburg. I don't know why I'm... Hamburg's like somewhere... Hamburg's like here. Right? Venezuela sides of Great Britain. You get him, Venezuela. Is this Hamburg? I think this is Hamburg. Anyone who knows German geography is screaming in the comments. Italy's doing that thing again. Alright, so... Yeah, Communist Hanover. I'm going to keep doing this because... Actually... It seems like... The Communist side seems very strong. Are y'all some manner of... Yep, they're a mass conscription state. With a National Guard to boot. So we kicked off our war in Finland. This should sort things out very quickly. Guard Corps, why don't you just go over to the front? Wow, this is really a stomp. Just an incredible cakewalk. I knew it was going to be quick. I didn't realize it was going to be this quick. Gosh, I'm going to actually have to accomplish a staggered demobilization this time around because I'm still at war in Hanover and things could get funny. Trade agreement with Ireland? Absolutely. I would love to have a trade agreement with you, Ireland. I would love it if we could trade. I'm taking in so many former British conquests. Not to define you by your kind of your worst moment here, but that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, let's unpause here. Let's unpause here. We'll have ourselves a good time. We'll have ourselves a good time when we unpause. Beautiful. Excellent. Mutual funds is rad. Everyone's declaring neutrality. And there's the thing with Revolutionary Hanover popping off in the way in which it does. So, I'm going to demobilize the 5th Corps, just straight out the gate. And we'll demobilize the 9th Russian Army. And then when April comes around, we'll do another set of armies demobilizing. Meanwhile, there we go. Meanwhile, there's a situation popping off in Sichuan. Yes. And we have a bunch of armies heading there. So be it. I think these trade routes will sort themselves out at the end of the week. They're not. That's curious. I wonder what's going on with that. Let's just go ahead and kibosh them, though. Because I don't want to have to deal with whatever's going on with that. A lot of unprofitable trade routes to France right now. What are these? These ones are to America, right, because they're embargoing us. I guess I didn't do as good a job of getting rid of those as I thought. These ones are to Spain. No reason to support Spain with unproductive trade routes. Ditto these ones in Germany. I'm going to leave the ones that are close, because those are edge cases. Yeah, I'm not actively supporting France economically right now, so I'm going to scrap anything that's not productive. Things that are edge cases, things that are close, I'll keep, but Extra. And this one's Italy. I'm exporting them dyes. Clearly they do not need them. Now I am supporting Bosnia-Herzegovina economically. But I could subjugate them to bring them into my market, and I think that's the best way to do it. Clearly things are going a little rough over there. So, join... No. I want to wait. I want to wait until I can bring in Ireland. Then I'll subjugate Bosnia-Herzegovina. Then the lost cohesion won't matter as much. Such a strategic genius. Oh, so good at strategy. I need to build up some more heavy ships. I've got the dreadnoughts tech now, so I can really get heavy ship fleets ready to go. Sichuan aristocratic revolt is underway. I sure hope we are able to get our units into the area. Well, one of them surely needs to go to the other front. Oh my goodness. So much going on. Prejudiced employers. Yakut people having a hard time getting employed in Kolyma due to the prejudices of some Russian employers. I went to apply for a warehouse job. They took one look at me and told me the job wasn't for my kind. Work is for everyone, lose some authority, or it's up to the bosses to decide who they hire. -2 standard of living. Not good. You know, I can lose some authority. That's not a big deal for me. I can just cut a consumption tax. Yeah, this consumption tax on wine, don't need it. This consumption tax on liquor, I don't need either, frankly. I can have so much authority. A disreputable bookkeeper. A bookkeeper in the government administration employed by the Russian North German Fellowship is under investigation for bribery. The committee leading the investigation gathered to consider the facts collected. They argue over the scandal. I understand that the Russian North German Fellowship benefits from a close relationship to the lawmakers of Russia, but these lobbyists cannot be authorized to pledge any amount of money to ensure success. The Russian North German Fellowship is responsible for the agent they hired, extra legitimacy, reduced lobby appeasement, or perhaps it was just a clerical error. Bureaucrats more loyalist, gentry assembly happier. Do I need the legitimacy? I kind of do. So we're going to go with the first one. And then political migration. The rich and unstable political environment in Russia has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of St. Petersburg. Oh, St. Petersburg, you flawed yet fiery jewel, where else could one see 3 different demonstrations within a 5 minutes walk? They are welcome to join the Sea of Voices. Extra radicals from standard of living decreases. Extra prestige. Johann von Riebeck joins the country. He is an ethno-nationalist. Or these people make a mockery of Russia, reduce prestige, reduce radicals from standard of living decreases. I'm going to go with the first one. I like extra prestige. Alright, so our armies are on the way to Sichuan. Revolutionary... Oh, they lost. Alright, hold on. Hold on, I might be able to do a naval invasion here. Let's grab the 1st Coastal Defense Force. And see. I can do it. I can do it, friends. They counted me out. They counted me out. But insert one-liner here. But I had a plan. I had a plan. They counted me out, but I had a plan. Alright, things are going a lot better in the Sichuan aristocratic revolt now that we've got armies in the area. Beautiful. So I think at this point, our armies have error-handled back to here, so we'll go ahead and demobilize the 1st and 2nd Corps. And there's a Hausa secession movement. That's in Africa. So we'll move an army there. And at this point, we should be able to win against Revolutionary Hanover without a problem. A religious revolt in South Africa, you say? I sure hope somebody would be interested in becoming my puppet. We'll see. Oh my gosh, it's a communist religious revolt. Okay, however you feel about communism, that's a rad flag. Right there. That's a pretty cool flag. Alright. Become subject? No. Trade agreement? Don't much care for that. Oh, this one's South Africa. This one is the religious revolt. Well... It's interesting. I think I'm going to support the revolution because... it is, after all, a religious revolt. What kind of a government are you? You're a land of voting monarchy. That's reasonable. We can accept that. A third corps will... Oh, hold on. Hold on. I need to get into the... There we go. Third corps will deploy to the area. And... Fourth corps will deploy as well. Oh, they can't reach the other front. Well, that's fine. That's just fine. Alright, how's our leverage over Ireland? It's getting there. It's getting there. We're continuing to build up. Literally build up leverage. Oh, I should incorporate these frickin' Scandinavian states. I took a bunch of states. Am I going to incorporate them? No. I should use the incorporate interface. There we go. Now you'll all be Russian. Let me see, House of Succession is going to grab Outer Houseland, which is just this territory. Nationalist Opera. The performance of an opera with a nationalist revolutionary themes at an upcoming festival is being openly associated with the House of Secession movement by its proponents. Monday the 23rd, fireworks. Tuesday the 24th, illuminations. Wednesday the 25th, revolution. Cancel the fireworks, they become more radical. Cancel the illuminations, some of them become more radical, lose a little bureaucracy. Or cancel the revolution, reduce authority. Yeah, we'll go with the radicals. I can live with radicals. There are not going to be many radicals after the war, TBH vac. What about this? This is a French thing. French affair going on over there. And there's the secession. We will place the army on the front. No big deal. Don't need to concern myself much with that. Keeping on getting those iron mines built up in Leinster. These ones in Northern Cape are in Nama. Yes, there we go. Finally getting my construction project in Nama working. And then after that, it's just railways. It's all railways all the time, baby. If I could get Bengal into my movement, that would be into my power block. That sure would be something. But I don't know if that's even really possible, since they're actually heading up their own power block. There's not even a leverage thing here. We've got quite a few members in their block, including Punjab. So I don't think I can reasonably get involved in that. Beautiful. So Hanover is once again in Russian hands. And Ireland. Would you care to join? They would. Beautiful. And now I can reduce the cohesion of the, now I can reduce the cohesion of the power block by subjugating Bosnia-Herzegovina. Shazam. Alright. There's the war in South Africa popping off. Please tell me that this that this chunk of South Africa isn't the capital, it's the capital. Gosh darn it. Oh, never mind. We got it sorted. We got it sorted, friends. Oh, we do have access through here because Dahomey is my protectorate. I completely forgot. I completely forgot about Dahomey. How could I forget about Dahomey? Situation going on in Bikaner. But can I do anything about that? It's here. I cannot. So I won't worry about it. Declare neutrality. I declare bankruptcy. Bhutan. Britain's involved. I don't know how you could be. I'm not going to be. Japanese attitude worsened. Just because I annexed one subject and then subjugated a new subject? Now you're not so excited about being my subject? I can't imagine how this could go. Are you guys gonna attack Gobir at all over here? Oh, never mind. I thought there was a war happening, but there was not a war happening. What a hero. Everyone impressed. Everyone liked that. And that's the end of that. Alright, so that should mean, oh my goodness, there's something kicking off in Greece. What's kicking off in Greece? There's a Greek bourgeois revolt. What are you doing over there, Greece? Nothing. Cool. And goldfields have been depleted in Buryatia. You know I'm going to just not let them leave. Same as is my custom. Alright. Moving right along here. We've done a lot of work. We've gotten Ireland into our power block. Can I subjugate Kurdistan yet? Or is it too soon? 5 years. Actually, they've only been in the power block a couple of years. Alright, well that's fine. So South Africa. They really don't want an investment agreement. Oh, right, because they're a small country. They're new. How's my leverage with Nama, though? Leverage with Nama is not great, although it is growing. Since I'm building stuff up. Let's go ahead and improve relations with South Africa for now. I've got a little bit of influence to play around with. I could get control of Gaza and start powering through this area. Just straight up conquer the country. Situation popping off in Kathiri. Again, not my business. Situation popping off in Perak. I think not my business. Yeah, definitely. Seems like big not my business. Oh. Communist revolt in Hawaii. But all I can get out of it's a trade agreement. Hawaii, how could you? All my units are in Greece. Seems like force comparisons are really solid. I'm not really concerned about that situation. I think I'm going to win pretty handily there without trying. Bornu? France is going after Bornu. That's interesting. I was going to go after Bornu. But I can't get a subject out of it, so it is what it is. What's France going for here? France is going for a protectorate. Well, that's fine. That's going to cut off my access to Wadai and such, but... Ooh. Revolutionary Congo. Now there's an interesting option. A technocratic presidential republic that's multicultural. What an interesting situation. They're not interested, but I could be interested. In fact, I think my interest is pretty high. This occupied Great Britain is involved. I don't think communist Great Britain will be involved, but if Congo becomes free, then that will be a very interesting situation. So, I think I'm going to support them. And that means, since we're going against Great Britain, I think we're going to mobilize the boys. Now, I think at this point, I'm actually not going to need a gigantic force in order to do this. Because again, I don't think Great Britain has the ability to really get scrappy with us over here. We're going to be on a front over here. Here's a tiny Russian army that can go somewhere else. Let's go ahead and grab the 5th Corps. Place them on this frontier. Actually, no. We're going to put the 9th Russian army in here against British Congo. British Congo has not much of an army. We're going to put the 8th Russian army in here up against British Congo. We're going to put the 1st and the 2nd Corps up against this front of this tiny piece of Great Britain. And then, you know, afterward, maybe we'll sneak into Scotland and do an attack. Maybe we'll just go into Scotland. Again, this might end up... I don't know what this revolution finishing out is going to do to this war. Because Britain is losing, and communist Great Britain is going to take over the country. And in this situation, Hawaii is outside of Russian interests. Cannot be involved in that. Things are going actually rock solid over here in Greece, so those armies should be freed up pretty soon. Okay, Communist Great Britain now leads the British Empire. Proletarian revolt in the Nezhid. Can't be bothered. But what becomes of this? Okay, there's no longer a Britain involved in this situation. So that means all the armies are going to the front in British Congo, which is just fine with me. Hey, Communist Great Britain. Attitude domineering. As if. And oil in Irkutsk. Encourage this trend. Oil is the future. You know I'm always encouraging this trend because oil is the future. Alright. And we got a bunch of armies on the British Congo front. Revolutionary front in Greece is being pressed down as we speak. Very good. Alright, we're actually going to take these armies back to their starting points. A trade agreement with Italy? Sure. 4th Corps can go back to the middle of Russia. And everyone is on their way to where they need to be. Oh my goodness, what's going on over here? Communist East Africa against British East Africa. Well, that's interesting. Can I get involved in that nonsense as well? Only if I do it fast, but actually I don't necessarily want to, because the Congolese Proletarian Revolt is not a communist state at this stage. But is Communist East Africa? Yeah, they're a wealth-voting agrarianist council republic. That's very funny. I just want to say that's actually extremely funny. Do a promotion. The Gentry Assembly demand the promotion of Major General Mikhail Orlov. Charismatic defensive strategist, popular commander, reformer. Touting his history of loyal and effective service. So many medals adorned his jacket that one could scarcely see the fabric beneath, but it was not yet enough. Chest puffed out with pride, the general smiled as he imagined the look on Vorontsov's face when the lieutenant general learned of his imminent ascension. Their rivalry was legendary among the officers. At last, he would have his due. He's earned it. To make the gentry assembly happy in the way in which I always prefer to do. Alright, we got a good solid advance coming through here. I think I'll probably just wait until the end of this war and then be done with the episode, because there's a lot going on. And this should only be a couple of more battles. Right? So here's this one getting done with. This one's nearly done. Oh, that's not the end of the war. Well, that's okay. Well, I think we all know which way that war's going. So, friends, I've had fun. I hope you've had fun. And I will see you on the other side.